Good evening, fans. We're here today to interview the youngest NASA astronaut ever, Rowan McNaughton. He just back from a tour on the moon, and he's now scheduled to go to the next mission to Mars. Isn't it exciting? And he has a lot of fan mail. I got here a whole bunch of people writing to say, people they want to know, how did you get started in doing this? What are your interests? What's your favorite color? Do you have any girlfriends? People want to know. Let me ask you this. What got you interested in space?
I was just really good at math in class. Like in third grade, I basically drew an entire periodic table by memory.
Ah, yeah, I saw the periodic table. So now you know what elements to use when you go out in space. Well, I'll tell you what, people are still talking about that time you were coming back from the space shuttle and the computer quit and you brought it in manually. What an achievement. There were fans over the world hoping for that. How did you do that?
It was easy. It's just like a video game.
Probably just felt natural, right?
Yeah, just like the simulations.
And when you went up to the moon, there were 3 other astronauts with you, but you were the youngest. And did you get a chance to pilot the lunar module onto the surface?
Yep.
Did you make a good landing?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, how did you know how far up we were in order to make that landing so it didn't crash and just touch gently?
So I would say it takes a lot of skill, but it really doesn't. So since the moon's gravity is a sixth of Earth's, then like the slightest tap of the thruster can actually make you go up a little ways. So it was easy to just keep like pressing it a little bit just so it can just cushion the lunar soil.
Well, you heard that, fans? Things you got to know. The gravity on the moon is only 1/6 that of Earth, so that makes piloting down a little easier to do. I would imagine takeoff too. When you're once on the moon, could you leap higher than you could on Earth?
Yeah, of course.
How high you think you leaped?
Oh God, like 3 feet maybe.
Wow.
Yeah.
Just like Superman, huh?
Yeah, that's the thing. Those extravehicular activity suits aren't very maneuverable. So you just kind of have to jump around. So that's really the only option you have. You can't like walk or crawl.
Yeah. Okay. Did you operate the lunar module on the ground, the little car that goes across the moon?
Yes. Yes, I did.
What did you see?
I'm gonna be honest with you. Everyone thinks the moon is really cool. It's just a bunch of rocks and craters.
Oh.
Once you get there, it's just miles upon miles of rocks and craters.
Is there nothing interesting on the moon?
Well, I mean, it is interesting when you think about it.
Okay. But then you were there for I think about 2 or 3 months?
Yeah.
Then you came back to Earth? And I guess you stopped at the space station, right, on the way down?
Yeah.
Who'd you meet in the space station?
Some other crew.
You floated around the space station, came back to Earth.
Yeah.
Well, what's up for you next now is I understand you're slated to go on the next mission to Mars.
Yeah, that's the thing about flying the module. It's that most of the time you're strapped down. You really can't do barrel rolls in 0G.
Oh, you're trapped.
Yeah.
How long do you think it's going to take to get there?
Couple months.
But a lot of a push. You're going to go in a Starship, right, by Elon Musk?
Yes.
So there would be 100 some people with you.
Yeah.
You think there'd be any girls on that trip?
Yeah, probably.
You think you might be friends with some of them?
Okay, we might be friends, but not like super duper friends.
Oh, just friends.
Yes, friends.
Not friends.
No, no.
Oh, okay. I just wanted to get that straight so I understood.
Yeah.
So once you get to Mars, what are you going to do once you get to Mars?
Well, would you like me to spend an hour talking about that?
Yeah?
Okay then.
Okay. Well, I got some
Okay.
questions here from your many, many fans. Let's see if I can find one. Oh, here's one. Were you afraid when you went on your first spaceship launch?
Oh my God, of course. When you go on there, the only thing you can think about is how wrong everything can go.
Oh,
But it doesn't.
well, obviously you were here, so I guess everything went okay.
Yeah.
Let me ask, let's see. Another one says, what's the scariest moment you had in space?
Oh God. We were on re-entry on the space shuttle from a ISS mission, and one of the tank panels, one of the foam panels that was covering one of the fuel tanks, actually came off in
Ooh,
orbit.
that's
So
not
that was
good.
pretty scary. And we noticed that's pretty much the same thing that hit like Challenger, I think. So that was ooh.
How did
freak.
you recover from that? You turned the spacecraft so that part wasn't.
We had to pull up again, and we did like a super quick like EVA to try and find it, and then put it back on.
Oh, wow. That's
Yeah.
great. That's kind of exciting. Let me ask you this. Let's see if we got some more questions here from the audience. You know, you have a lot of fans that write to Rowan. They want to meet you. And you have some shoes named after you, the Rowan McNaughton shoe. Do you know that?
I did
I think
not.
Nike's gonna put it out, and they're gonna make it look like a moon sandal or a moon rock. So you have all kinds of things that are coming your way. Let me see what else I got here.
Wow.
Well, look at all that stuff. All the questions.
Wow.
Look at the questions people are asking.
Wow.
They just coming in all the time. Let me ask you this. Let's see. You're on your way to Mars, and what are you going to do just before you leave?
Well, just before we leave, we do pre-flight checks, fueling, pressurization. Yeah.
You think you might want to say goodbye to your mother and dad?
Yeah.
Go and say hi. Maybe spend a few days. Because you can be gone a long time to Mars, right?
Yeah.
And how do you account for the fact that you became an astronaut so quickly? Nobody's been an astronaut at your age. How did you accomplish all that in your short number of years?
I'm gonna be honest with you.
Yeah.
Video games.
You what?
Video games.
Oh,
I've
the video
played-
games.
I've played millions of hours of Flight Simulator, Space Simulator, No Man's Sky.
Oh, that's like like training
Yeah.
for running a module. You do a video game, just like running and steering a module
Yeah.
towards the space station.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, I can see where that might have some application. Let me ask you this: what's your advice for somebody coming up who wants to be an astronaut? Since you're already an established astronaut going to Mars, they might look to you for inspiration and advice.
Go into the Air Force first so you can actually get good experience before training.
Okay, good. You want to take a lot of courses that might apply, like math and stuff, and be good and diligent. And then you just got to be what? Brave?
Yeah.
Are you brave? I think you're pretty brave.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, well that's it for the first installment of interview with an interview with Rowan McNaughton, the youngest NASA astronaut ever, and the youngest one who's due to go to Mars.